Everyone says, just save your money. Be disciplined. One day you'll be rich. But here's the uncomfortable truth: saving alone will never make you wealthy. In fact, if you're not careful, it can quietly keep you stuck. That sounds wrong, I know. Stay with me, because by the end of this story, you might look at your savings account very differently. I knew a guy named Rashid, stable government job, consistent paycheck, no crazy risks. Every month, the moment his salary hit, he moved 30% straight into a fixed deposit. His friends started small businesses, invested in the market, learned new skills for side income. Rashid would just smile and say, "Why risk it?" Saving is safe, and his bank balance kept growing. The numbers got bigger. He felt responsible, mature, in control. But here's the question he never asked: was his money actually growing, or were the numbers just getting larger? We'll come back to that. 5 years later, everything looked stable on the outside. But inside, pressure was building. Groceries cost more. His kids' school tuition went up. Medical expenses climbed. His savings were there, yes, but his income hadn't moved. And strangely, the more he saved, the more anxious he became. What if I lose this? That's the first mistake most of us make. We think savings equals security. But when all your energy goes into protecting money instead of multiplying it, your money stops working. And you become a full-time guard of cash. The real shock came when his father suddenly needed surgery. Rashid had to break his savings. Years of discipline cut in half in a few months. That night, sitting in a hospital hallway, he asked himself something he had avoided for years. Was I actually moving forward, or just managing fear? And here's the second uncomfortable question: do we really want to be wealthy, or do we just want to feel safe? Because those are not the same thing. If you want more real stories that break down the psychology of money like this, you can subscribe and stick around. This story isn't over. After the surgery, Rashid realized something painful. He had never tried to increase his income, never built a new skill, never experimented with small investments, never expanded his network. He thought time alone would make him rich. But time only made things more expensive, not his money more powerful. Let me shift the tone for a second. Savings aren't bad. You absolutely need an emergency fund. The problem starts when savings become your only strategy. Rashid's turning point came one evening when his son asked, "Dad, do you even like your job?" He couldn't answer. That silence hit harder than any financial loss. He realized he had built a life around security, not possibility. Over the next few months, he made small, uncomfortable changes. He started learning a new skill after work. He began investing tiny amounts, small enough that losing it wouldn't destroy him. Instead of just protecting what he had, he started increasing his value. Nothing exploded overnight. No viral success story. But a year later, his income wasn't coming from just one place. More importantly, his confidence had changed. He still had savings, but they weren't his only lifeline anymore. And here's the uncomfortable truth. Savings help you survive, but they don't build wealth. Wealth comes when your money works and when your skills expand. We're taught growing up to cut expenses. Almost no one teaches us to increase capacity. So let me leave you with this. If you're only stacking cash but not upgrading yourself, you might be safe. But you're not free. And wealth isn't just a number in a bank account. It's options. It's leverage. It's breathing room. So ask yourself today, are you guarding your money or are you directing it? If you saw a piece of your life in Rashid's story, then don't just save harder. Invest in your skills. Invest in courage. Because one day, you don't want to wake up realizing you spent your entire life being careful, but never truly building wealth.